Dear people, don't object, but let my words intersect so you understand what I say. That it's okay to be hurt, it's okay to be weak, and it's okay to not be okay, but it's not okay to stay that way. You see, some of you view yourselves as poorly crafted manifest of paper mache, but God made you in his image and he made you resilient, so don't be confused. He made you that way. He made you imperfectly perfect, different from the circuit, to use your life not as a tool, but as a living worship. So these words I'm saying, man, I hope you heard it, because indulging comparisons with a life that's not yours, how can you when you don't deserve it? But God is perfect, loving you to life and giving you a purpose. So don't say life is worthless. Take whatever is blocking your joy, ball it up, throw it in the fire and burn it. You see, you are children of a divine royalty, saved from the fall of man, so wear your crown boldly and take the blood of the lamb and spill it on your eyes, that you may realize the truth of the sacrifice inside, that he dragged and clawed, was whipped and scarred, but bared that cross for you. He was beat and weak blood dripped from his cheek, but he bared that cross for you. His body broken, his joy stolen, but he bled there for you. And in the midst of it all, he looks up to the Father and says, Father, forgive them. They know not what they do. What a reckless love that loves you when you couldn't love you. So those of you that look in the mirror and see a distorted image, that's false, because that image simply exists because of the love from the blood that dripped from that cross, but you still don't get it. Because you start to listen to the lies, and then you can't see that God can turn your broken mess into a built-up masterpiece. He can turn your tragedy into a triumph, diffuse the thoughts that are defiant. He can tear down the lies, find the demons, and make them silent. And no, I won't be quiet, because man, you gotta hear it, because you are a fearfully and wonderfully made masterpiece, and comparing yourself to someone else doesn't fix it, it smears it, but you still don't get it. You see, you were made atypical, unique, and different. You weren't made to be a mimic of someone else's shadow. You were made to shine in the distance. And I'm not teaching you how to be an atypical person. I'm going to teach you how to be an atypical Christian. So listen. You see, we think Christianity is being nice, going to church, or getting a verse tattooed on our arm. Or we think it's paying tithes, following rules, or singing cute church songs. No, it's understanding the resurrection and the fullness of the story. It's knowing he died a sinless death and knowing we are worthy. It's being joyful for the gospel because someone told me, and it's dying to the flesh every day for his namesake and glory. But to be atypical, you have to know who you're worshiping. Do you know him as Jehovah Rapha, the God of healing? Do you know him as the God of peace, Jehovah Shalom? Do you know him as the God of provision, Jehovah Jireh? But do you know him? Because if you don't live this atypical life, when you die, there are 4 things you will learn. 1, you will know that he is real. 2, you will know that he died for you. 3, you will know that he loved you. And 4, you will either know that it was too late or that it was all worth it. The first 3 are definite. The 4 is up to you. So which will you decide?
Yo, and today just ain't your day. Ay, ay, I see you feeding they hate. See the bodies that you take.